Let's take a call that's not so close to home, like right in the booth.
Yeah, that'd be great. It was a little too close for
We're going
me.
to go with a
comfort.
Youchie on that one. Let's go out to Omaha and talk to Jeff. Hey, Jeff, what's up, man?
Hey, not much. Just, took your anxiety test, and, well, I'm a little worried because I scored red in every category that there was.
Retro. All right, so walk me through it, man.
Well, I don't even know where to start because, I think I scored a yellow in belief, but I think that's more church-related or religious, or I read it said worshiping stuff, and I don't think I really worship anything,
Okay.
Well, I guess besides God, but yeah.
Okay, so backing out, you have a lot of red and a yellow. Did that ring true to you, or did you think, well, maybe the quiz is broken?
Well, I'm thinking maybe I just think it's my normal, where other people would see it would be a red.
You don't get an exemption on humanity.
Yeah, that's what I'm calling you.
What's going on in your life?
Oh, I could probably tell you 20 different things.
Tell me. All 20 of them. Rip them off. Let's go.
Well, I was a little over-exaggerating, but I got, we got 4 kids. One's 4, one's 4, one's 2, one is 1, and we got one in the oven yet at 22 or 23 weeks. And then my wife moved her friend in with us, and we just have this little modular 800 square foot home to help with bills. And I started a new job path of owning my own auto repair business that just kicked off last week. So a little bit of everything, I guess.
So I don't know how to say this nicely. Your body sounds like it is working about perfectly.
Yeah. Well, it's been this way before because all this new stuff just happened the past couple weeks. But yeah, I probably would have scored the same before that.
And it would have been a different version of the same chaos. Fair?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where did you learn to live in chaos, man? This is an acquired taste.
Well, I guess my family grew up a little bit different than my wife's, where her family's all kind of touchy-feely and talk everything, and my family's kind of like keep to yourself, and I don't think I've ever hugged my dad before.
Oh, man.
But it's a normal thing. Like, I don't feel bad about it or anything.
I know, dude, but the title of Vanderkolk's book is The Body Keeps the Score, whether you want to keep it or not.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's why I'm always, like, with my kids, we have the 3 girls that are the oldest, which that's probably a whole headache there. But I'm always, like, I give them hugs and everything they need, so I know. Because when you have parents like that, that's not the way you want to raise them.
Who's giving Jeff what Jeff needs?
I'm just trying to take care of everyone. I kind of like to put myself last.
I know, and your body is telling you that it's about to quit.
Mm-hmm.
It's about to quit.
Yeah.
Why with 3 teeny tiny ones and then a 4th one on the way did you decide to open up your own mechanic shop?
Well, I'm really not sure.
Because my understanding is mechanic shops take several years to become profitable, right?
Not so much, because I started out on the farm we own, so we're not making payments, and I'm mobile, so I don't really have a lot of overhead.
Okay. I have a buddy that runs a 6-figure mobile oil change business, so I've seen that done up close, and it's pretty amazing. So cool, but you still have to build a book of business.
Yeah. That's why we moved back to my hometown where I grew up on the farm, where I'm local. I know people in the area, and I've already had quite a bit of business.
But also, your body may have put some GPS pins in living local and living back on the farm. It remembers life wasn't so great sometimes. Fair?
Yeah, but we lived in Omaha, inside the city limits, and that stresses me out like crazy, just being packed full with everyone, and I like out in the open.
Okay. Why in the world is this a good time for a roommate?
Well, it was hard. It was a hard decision because it's my wife's best friend. She's a single mom, and she's really struggling. And I think she sees it as like her own, like it's her way. I don't know. Like it's something with. She said she prayed on it, and she said that she needs to be there for her and help her. And I'm not really sure. I let her decide on it mostly because she's the one in the house. Probably sounds bad, but she's like the one that has to deal with it, I guess, more. Where I'm out working more.
Yeah, that's a cursory glance at it. You're right, but you're the one that has to come home to a devastated and exhausting pregnant wife, and a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old, and somebody else's kid. How many kids does she have? The roommate.
Well, she's got 2, but they're one. They're kind of they go to their dads and stuff, so it's kind of off and on.
In an 800 square foot house.
Yeah, because we moved it here in hopes that we were going to start building our house here in a year or two.
There's no chance you can do that.
Yeah, it's starting to seem more like that.
Yeah. So here's where I think you should start. Okay. That wheel, that 6 daily choices wheel, is supposed to be a roadmap. And when all 7 are red, I want you to look and say, okay, what's the easiest entry point for me here? And I know you have a lot of obligations, but what you're telling me is, to use a farm analogy, I have a ton of hay that's got to get baled out there. And your dad is telling you, I know, but you got to change the oil and put gas in the tractor. And you're saying, I don't have time for that. I got to bale the hay. And you know as well as I do that 6 stripes in the field, that tractor's going to park itself and it's going to brick itself, right?
Yeah.
So the best thing to do to get all that hay baled is to stop and take care of that tractor. And continue to take care of that tractor while you're baling the hay. Fair?
Fair.
Okay, you're no better than a tractor right now. You actually are way better than a tractor, but the analogy works. So I want you just to look at that thing and pick. You don't get a pass on all 6 of them. Dude, I went down the nerd research with the scientists. I went back to old religious traditions, not just Christian, but dude, you don't get a pass on it. So if you don't have 1 or 2 men in your life that you go regularly hang out with, your body knows, all of this is on you. All of it. If your business fails, if your wife and your 4 kids, plus the single mom and her 2 kids, if one thing goes sideways, everybody's out. Your body knows that. And it would be failing you with that kind of stress to let you sleep all night. It would be failing you if the moment you open your eyes, it didn't just flood the system with cortisol, because it is at war. And so you have to do the hard work. You move back to your hometown, you got to find 1 or 2 men that you go out once a week and just go hang out with. And you're going to think, I don't have time for that. And I'm telling you that your body doesn't have time for you not to. And then we're just going to go around. When's the last time you went to a doctor and got a checkup?
Probably a few years.
Yeah. It's time. Go get some blood work done. Go have your doctor check your blood pressure and give you a blood test.
Well, blood pressure, I have the hospital reaction where my blood pressure is fine at home. And then if I'm in a doctor, that stresses me out, so it goes high.
Okay, don't solve that at home inside of your 800-foot trailer. Tell your doctor that. They're not dumb, despite what some people on YouTube think. Okay? And then we're just going to go around the list. But I want you to decide, what about choosing freedom? How much money do y'all owe? Y'all have any debt?
Yeah, we got debt. That's another reason why I wanted to start this new career, because more better money coming in.
Is that actual better money? Is it real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, the few weeks I've been going, it's been a lot better.
Okay. Does that include putting 25% aside or 30% aside because you're going to have to pay small business tax?
Yeah, that's still after all of our taxes and deductions and everything, that's still coming out ahead.
Okay. It might be for a season, you got to do that. And then in the evenings, you got to drive Uber or deliver pizzas. I don't know what you can do out in the country out there, but you might have to work for a season extra hard.
Yeah. Well, and I've been doing a side gig also besides auto repair.
Great. But I want you and your wife to do that with a plan. After this call is over, I'm going to send you 2 copies of the book, and I'm going to send you Financial Peace University, and I'm going to send you Every Dollar app for a year. Okay?
Okay.
That's going to be a roadmap across a bunch of different fronts. But listen, if you owe somebody money, if your calendar's bananas, if your house is so chaotic with 6 kids under the age of 4, plus 2 moms trying to figure out dude, of course your body is singing the alarms off the wall, just banging the alarms. Of course. If you called and they're like, no, dude, everything's great, I'm sleeping like a baby, I would tell you, go to the doctor now. Something's not right?
That is the one thing I do get is 8 hours of sleep at night. I will say that.
I would love for you to track that sleep. I bet it is very thin. Either that or your body has figured out the magic way to just go into a black hole as self-preservation. All that to say is this. Find one avenue and go down that rabbit hole. And I want you and your wife to sit down and be honest with the first step, choosing reality. Yes, that single mom friend of hers needs help and support and love. But 3 little ones, plus a brand new business, plus a 4th baby on the way, may not be the moment for y'all. I don't know how y'all have enough space in this little place, like just literal physical space. And so I want you to choose reality and to begin to go down and say, okay, where can we choose peace over chaos? Exercise, health and healing, relationships. Y'all can't have anybody over. You get too much chaos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're going to have to decide to choose peace in this season. If you don't, then, it's a choice you're making. But don't blame the anxiety. Don't blame the anxiety test. Blame the world you and your wife have created. And I say blame the world like it's not a bad thing. It's just a very, very, very chaotic life. You're asking your body to do something it wasn't designed to do, which is everything all at once, all at the same time, while being indebted, while having no exit strategy, we hope to build in 2 years. You don't have a roadmap. You don't even have a financial map to get there, or a business plan, or I need to be making this much money by this date, and I'm going to check in with these 2 guys once a week just to make sure I'm on track. You don't have any of that stuff. Your body is screaming at you. So hang on the line. I'm going to send you 2 copies of Building a Non-Anxious Life. I'm going to give you the roadmap for the finances, allow you and your wife to get connected. And y'all are going to have to decide, hey, if we're going to do all this stuff, we have to choose peace over chaos wherever we can. It's going to be chaotic with 4 little ones. It's going to be chaotic starting a new job in a new town, in a new business, in an 800 square foot trailer. What chaotic moments outside of those 2 things can we begin to shed so that we don't all implode? Because as I said at the beginning of this call, that tractor is about to stop in the middle of the field and then everybody's done. You are worth being well.